sugar factories are still measuring the pH of cane juice in exactly the same manual method, seeing what the pH level is, and then going to the valve to adjust the dosage of lime water. This is time consuming and can be inaccurate. Today we have moved on to an automated digital control system which has a measurement of pH 1 at the mixed juice level, and then at the clear juice level we have pH 2. We have a valve which actually monitors the opening and closing of orifice, which controls the dosage of the lime water, and a control parameter which determines what the pH should be. Experience in sugar factories knows the different qualities in limes or the age of the cane will determine a different outlet pH value.
Hello. Skatoskalo has been producing high quality equipment for the sugar industry for 95 years. Its latest technology is to develop a system for managing the quantity of lime that goes into the clarification process. This automatic pH control system has 5 main component parts. Very simple, very easy to maintain. Using digital technology, you can set the parameter of the pH you require in the mixed juice. The mixed juice then is measured. The pH is measured with 2 probe system. One probe measures the pH, while the other probe is being cleaned. This offers automatic calibration. So if one of the probes is not functioning correctly, when the other probe goes in, it will give a very different reading on the screen. If it gives a different reading, an alarm will sound. There are many methods to measure the pH. There is a manual method to measure the pH, where somebody physically measures the pH and then adjusts the valve, which is very inaccurate. New semi-automatic systems use electrical pH measuring devices, but these devices need to be removed every shift to be cleaned. If scale has built up on the probe during the shift, the reading will not be correct. Also, the method used for cleaning the probe is mechanical cleaning. Mechanical cleaning runs the risk on a glass probe of damaging. So you have no means of calibrating the correct pH reading, and you do not know over the entire period of the shift if the measurement is correct. This system has 2 probes and is regularly cleaning the probe to ensure full calibration and accurately cleaned probe. Other common devices used. This is one of the sophisticated probe measuring systems. Very good. It has a glass probe, protected, and a cleaning chamber. So the probe can come into the cleaning chamber, be cleaned, and go back into the measure. But on a 2 probe system, you're always calibrating one against the other to guarantee accurate reading of pH.
Today, the measurement of the pH at the mixed cane level is done by 2 probes. One is continually in the juice measuring the pH level, while the other is being watched using a recyclable acid clean. the cycle of the two probes is 6 to 7 minutes. As soon as that period is closed, the cleaned probe goes into the juice, and as it enters, then the other probe comes out for its cleaning process. Control valve is a high quality control valve which is managed by the computer. The computer determines the size of the orifice in the outlet. Lime water is fed into the control valve and the size of the orifice will disperse the correct dosage of lime water into the reaction tank. As the pH level of the mixed juice alters, it determines whether the orifice should open or close, then changing the dosage of the lime water. The equipment is very easy to maintain and very easy to fit.
This digital technology, after it has read the pH at the mixed juice stage, it will determine if the mixed juice has the same pH value as the parameter set by the process manager. Every factory will have an understanding of what they feel the parameter should be. So this is set manually, and then the pH at mixed juice is measured. The computer then sends a message to the automatic control valve, which is just below the lime water tank. The mixed lime water, whether hot or cold, is fed through the control valve, and within this jam-free system is an adjustable orifice to determine the quantity of lime that goes in to the reaction tank for the mixed juice. The orifice will open or close until the pH reading at mixed juice is the same as the parameter set. This has some fundamental difference with other systems in the market. Some systems manage the flow of lime into the mixed juice, into the reaction tank for the mixed juice. It calibrates a certain volume in litres per minute of lime will generate a certain pH value. This system opens and closes the orifice until the pH value is maintained and attained itself. If you manage the flow in litres, it cannot determine if the lime quality has changed or the age of cane has changed. It will always manage the pH.
control valve is shown here. The display shows the opening and closing of the orifice. This actually is 28.6, which is the size of the orifice. The parameter value there is determined by the process management. They know the quality of the lime, and they also know the age of the cane. So this may change from the optimum 7 level. pH 1, pH 2 is controlled by the control valve, and you'll see the valve opening and closing, trying to constantly change the pH value.
The system is managing pH 1 mixed juice to get the same pH reading as the parameter.
The valve will automatically close and open according to the pH it reads. It's infinitely quicker than a manual method of control. It's easy to maintain and easy to install. We'll now see a better...
Additional settings on this system allow for temperature calibration. You can check the temperature at pH 1 and the temperature at pH 2. In the hot liming process, this can improve efficiency. Within the system, there is a mixed juice pressure alarm, so if there is a blockage before mixed juice, it sends a signal to the control valve to stop feeding the lime. In addition to this, there is a USB port which allows data to be stored on standard computing systems.
Naturally doesn't need the same cleaning protection as the first, and it's actually measuring the clear juice, but it does accurately measure the pH level.
This is a pH measuring device for the clear juice. It has an antimonic block on the surface to avoid any scale buildup. But this electronic device measures the pH at clear juice and sends the message back to the computer. So the operator who is managing the lime system prior to clarification can then see the results at clear juice. pH 2 is the pH at clear juice. The objective is to reach 7. If you have 7, you have the clearest juice. If the pH is not 7, maybe you need to adjust the parameter. The parameter is set by the process manager based on experience. pH 1 at mixed juice then is adjusted until it reaches the same pH as the parameter.
Every factory is looking for clear, pure juice. This is the day before full crushing actually starts. And as you can see, the juice is pretty clear now. But give this a few days and that will be pure and clear.